By the way, can I
Oh,
like turn off the camera?
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, let's go.
Hmm.
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah, good game.
Yeah, I should have I played too passively with the try to trade pieces and stuff.
Yeah. Can you see the analysis board?
Yeah.
Uh, okay, okay. So here, let's say in that you can go up. You'll see in the. But Do you play? Yeah.
Huh?
Close the engine and the book. Yeah, and the green book. Click on the green book icon below. Green book icon below. No, no. Yeah. So this is close. Yeah. Go up. Yeah. Yeah. Keep going. Mm-hmm.
So झालं की त्यांचा फोन
Okay. Okay. Queen E3 knight G5. Yeah. नंतर E5. Yeah. This was good for you. Like I could feel during the game this was good for you. Rook a c1, b4. Yeah. Queen b6. Mm-hmm.
Here, I tried to liquidate for some reason. I don't think I should have done that. Should have just held on to my
Yeah.
pieces.
Right. Yeah.
Because my play was mostly happening on the queen side, so I should have just kept pushing over there with my pieces.
Right. I didn't think you had like so many pieces there. So when my pieces switched, it kind of became a little problematic. Yeah, h6 was a blunt, a big mistake. I don't know what.
Yeah, here I'm
Maybe a4
just
here is something I was
yeah,
looking at.
yeah, just protecting the pawn.
Yeah,
No, I
queen
didn't.
e4.
I didn't even see the move. I didn't even see queen takes a5.
Uh, e5.
Oh, I should have taken the a2 pawn. Dang it. Why didn't I take that one?
No, but then I would take the b4 pawn, no? And then you
Hmm.
have like again, it's not that it's a little complicated. Yeah, but knight e5 is like I think the main thing is you don't want to exchange the knights because you have some attacking chances if the knights are there.
Mhm.
Like for example, let's say somehow you manage to get the knight to g4, it could be some serious problems for me.
Mhm.
Yeah. So let's see, king h7. Yeah, after this it was just this was a very difficult. Yeah, so in this position also remember you don't want to like just keep playing with the queen. You want to create a pass pawn of your own. So it can where can you create a pass pawn here? Or yeah,
Maybe just play f4, e5, stuff like that.
kind of, yes. You want to play f5, e5 as quickly as possible because it's very clear White's plan is to push b4, a4, and all. So if let's say, and it's not with queens, it's a single queen cannot stop the pawns. Like it's very hard to stop the pawns. So you need to create some counterplay, and that will come from you creating a pass pawn. Sometimes what will happen is maybe you can also get to open up my king a little by advancing your pawns. Then again that leads to that leads to some good positions for you. That then again in those cases you could, if my king gets opened up, you have some chances to give a perpetual check.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, you need to create some counterplay here. Just passively defending with the queen is not the way to go.
Hmm. Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you want to play one more or
Yeah.
okay? I think we can just do a rematch there if it's working.
Okay.
Let's say if I go back and if I can't offer a rematch. That's crazy.
Ooh.
Okay, I will just create one more link. This time I'll take black. Yeah, and I will send you a challenge. Ah,
Hmm.
This was crazy.
Yeah, nice checkmate.
Let's again go to the analysis board. Yeah, go up at the beginning. Yeah, so I think all was good. Yeah, keep going. Hello?
Yeah.
Just keep going, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. DC5, BC5, yeah. D2, Queen E7, and Queen B2. Okay, Queen B2 I thought was like a little passive. You maybe had to play. See, because I always have a threat to go Bishop F2, King F2. At some point, I have a threat to go BF2, King F2, Knight G4, Queen C5. Or just Bishop F2, King F2, Knight G4. And let's say the king goes to G1, then Knight E3. Something like this I always have. So you have to be a little careful there. I thought at some point you have to play E3 here.
Yeah, I
E3,
was
so
going to
that you.
play these moves. So
Yeah. Okay, anyways, Queen B2, let's keep going. Queen B2, E5.
I was trying to get in these moves like A4, for example. I didn't have time. There were just too many other threats happening all the time.
Yeah, yes, oh.
Here, I thought about taking this, but then you had this move, I think, something like that, right?
Oh yeah, D4 you have bishop D4. Oh yeah, okay, and then I lose that. Yeah, D4. Maybe you have knight D7 here.
In this
Like
position?
D4, knight D7. Before. D4, knight D7. Oh, but then I have queen D7. Hang on. D4. Okay.
Don't
I
you
thought
take this
knight
first?
D7. No, then you have knight F6 check. Oh, even that is working. Queen F6, knight E4. No, that would be bad. CB2, knight F6, GF6, rook B1. White is better in that. Sorry, black is better in that. Yeah, you're right. I think because of D4, it might not have worked. Whatever, like black is a piece up, no?
Mhm.
So go back. Go back. Go back. Go to
Once
the
again.
D4 move. Okay.
Okay, then.
Go to the D4 move. Yeah, D4. D4. And now you play bishop D4 and knight D7. Yeah, I think yeah, D4 is a good move here. You just no, then you have bishop D4 first, and then knight E5. Knight d, it's white to play. It's black to play, I mean. Sorry. No, black will play bishop into d4 first and kill the defender. And then the e5 knight drops. Yeah.
Right. This is the reason why I didn't take that.
Hmm.
This is the line that I
Yeah.
saw.
Right. So yeah, this was like already getting very complicated. Like after cd5. Like, nobody's wanting to, pull the trigger. Like nobody's wanting to, both sides are trying to keep the tension. So I just tried to keep the tension a little longer, and I tried to make sure that you are the one to first break the tension and, try to clarify the position, which is what happened after cd5. So like you can go to cd5, the main game. Yeah. Yeah, so here cd5. I thought this was a little clarifying the position a bit. Bishop a3, okay, I saw, but oh yeah, e2 is also hanging by the way. But I thought e4 would be very strong. Yeah, e4, knight e5,
Yeah, I
knight
put it in the
e5.
wrong
Okay,
square. I don't know why I put it on e5
yeah, d4 would have been much better. But d4
or
again,
even
I have
g5.
e3. G5 is also possible, but I have e3,
Yeah, that's right.
and that is something you have to. It's getting very complicated then. Uh-huh.
Oh, I could have taken. I should have just done that. Why was I so scared of e takes
Yeah,
f2?
fe3.
I thought that maybe some knight g4 and knight h2 type of stuff was going to happen. I should have just
Hmm.
kept attacking on my own instead of trying to defend.
No,
Once I started defending, I just lost the game.
right,
Because now there's a lot of weaknesses on my king.
right. The f2 pawn was kind of blocking. Yeah, the
Right.
f2 pawn is not a square for my pawn. I would love it to be a square for my knight ideally. Knight g4. Yeah, now there are too many threats. Knight f2 is one.
I didn't
So
even see
yeah,
the
it's
knight bishop hanging on e5.
e5. Yeah, no, I was calculating that. Now, if you notice, like, there's one thing that what difference do you notice in, like, let's say someone who's over 2300 playing and in your level?
I mean, here you didn't really care for the threat. You just created your threat of your own.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And in general, what do you notice was the difference?
I think one of the main differences is that in these time pressure situations, the better higher rated players usually don't really they always have moves in store. They don't have to play a clarifying move just to make a move. Whereas me, if I
Hmm.
can't find any move, I just play the move that clarifies the situation, that dissolves the tension
Uh-huh.
or
Right.
forces an exchange.
Right.
Whereas stronger players, they're able to find moves that maintain the tension in the position.
Right.
That's a major difference I've noticed.
Right. So what you can do is you can try to do the same things in your future games.
But how do I get better at trying to find these moves quickly and under time pressure that does not clarify the situation?
You just
I mean,
sometimes it can be like a little pawn move, like h6, for example, h6 g6, and just now there is a concept in chess. Wait, I think I will. Yeah, let's go through this game again one more time. Okay, you can go through this game one more time. Just go in the opening so I can show you some of the things. Rafi, are you listening?
yeah.
Yeah, just go to the opening phase. Yeah, so
Oh,
there's a concept known as useful moves, which means making moves that are kind of that are moves that you will anyway make in the position. So often a lot of times these are the moves that don't really create a threat as such, but they are, moves that you are anyway going to play at some point in the position. Okay, for example, here I didn't know the theory of what I was trying to do. I had some rough idea, but no, not a concrete plan as such. So let's say you can continue till keep going a few moves ahead. Yeah, keep going a few moves ahead, Rafi.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah. Check. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, and now here, yeah, move like rook c8, c5. These two moves, I would say these are kind of like moves I'm anyway gonna make in the position. So I could try to play them little faster. This is what I'll do. Maybe another move I could play if let's say I don't know what to do in such position with black, and let's say it's my turn. Instead of playing dc4 or cd4, what I could try to do is I could play a move like h6. If let's say you
Mm-hmm.
didn't take dc5 here, I could play a move like h6. Or maybe I
Mm-hmm.
could play, some move like queen c7, for example, just keeping the tension. Maybe I could even play bishop b7 in this position. I'm doing nothing,
Mm-hmm.
just letting the tension be, so that you worry about who clarifies the tension. You try to think about whether to clarify the tension or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so often this is what you can do. Basically, just let it be as it is. But of course, there's also a lot of calculation that goes behind it. Like I will know if you go queen b2. I know that you're trying to create some threats on the g7 on that long diagonal. So then I might try to clarify the position, or I might try to think about it a little. But yeah, in general, yeah, go on.
No, I wasn't saying anything. Go ahead.
Yeah, but in general, it's just moves that don't ruin your position. You have to kind of try to find them, and it's in the beginning it's not so easy, but I think with more experience you kind of get used to playing such moves.
Gotcha.
That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also, like, if there's one thing that might help is to win a game, you don't necessarily need to play the best moves, and you don't necessarily need to create the winning plan either. So what you can do is you can just instead wait for your opponent to make a mistake and then capitalize on that. So this is something that happened with me. Like I was around 2000 and I was always trying to be the one who was trying to create a winning plan. But then I worked with a mental coach and they told me you don't always need to win a game by trying to create a winning plan. Sometimes you can
I'm
just wait. Sorry.
I'm familiar with that concept that you're talking about, but that's very easy to say, but it is very difficult to do, right? Like in
Uh
this position,
it,
you can say that, okay, sure, I could have played h3 and a3, but you would have also
uh-huh.
played h6 and king h8. Do I just keep playing that same thing? Could I just keep playing king h2, king g1? Because you're threatening to take on d4 and take on c4. I can't just sit there,
Y-
right?
Yes, yes. So that's where it is. I am aware at some point what will happen after CD4 and CD5. Let's say I am aware of what will happen after the tension clarifies. I know that. Okay, so I might make moves that will, that will kind of not allow that. Like, if let's say after the tension clarifies, I will know that, maybe the position is still equal. I'll try to calculate that, but I'll never be the first one to clarify the tension. Or I'll try not to clarify the tension as much as possible. And in those cases, I'll keep making useful moves. For example, for white, one move I see is e3. I'll make a move like that. Queen b2. Then ideally you want to have all your pieces in the game. So maybe I'll go knight d2 next. Maybe I will go rook c1 next. While at the same time making sure that I get a respectable position no matter what black plays. Okay, so it's like, yes, there is calculation. There is a element of calculation behind. But at the same time, I don't want to be the one who wants to. Basically, I'm calculating what will happen if one side clarifies the tension. But at the same time, I'm not going to be the one to clarify the tension first. It's kind of like that. Unless, let's say, I develop all my pieces, and then at the right time, I see that if I clarify, I'll get a good position. Do you get what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there is a lot of that I wouldn't say a lot, but there is some degree of calculation involved in this. So like, yeah, seeing what will happen after CD4, seeing what will happen after DC5, seeing all the captures here, like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. Shall we solve some problems now?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, by the way, we'll start with some. We'll solve some different kind of positions today.
Okay.
I think you might know these already. You can stop sharing the screen. I'll share mine. And yeah, you might have to allow me. Yeah, I'm allowed. Yeah, do you see my uh board?
Yeah.
Go on. White to play.
Um, I have to play King D3.
Sorry.
King D3.
Yeah, and this wins because of opposition, correct?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. Do you know how
Mm.
to win this?
King C3. King C4. King C5. C3. C4. King B6. King C6. King B7. C5.
Very good. Very good. So again, the concept is first you get the opposition here, and the goal of the opposition is to get this outflanking maneuver so that you're able to control the square in front of the pawn.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
White to play. Have you solved king and pawn endgames before?
Um, I mean, some, yeah, but not much at all.
Okay. So remember, king and pawn endgames are the most important endgames. So if let's say you want to
Mm-hmm.
become good at endgames, this is the first endgame you should master.
Mm-hmm.
Because from every endgame you can get into this one.
Right.
So during a game you need to know whether if let's say you trade all pieces and get into a king and pawn endgame, is that endgame a draw or is that endgame a win? And usually these endgames are very decisive. It will be if one side is let's say a pawn up, they will be winning most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to know whether that is a win and how to convert that win.
Right.
Okay. So here, white to play.
I think like King E2.
Sorry.
King E2.
King e2, king e6.
Maybe king d2 then.
King e6.
You can't go to king e6 again. I'm sorry. What I meant to say after king e2, king e6, then king d2.
Okay, then king d5.
King d3.
King c5.
c4.
King c6.
King d4.
Okay, now in that position,
It's a draw, I think.
imagine it is a draw, but I think I need to check whether you know how to draw that position. So let us
I'm
see
trying to
this.
draw.
Okay. No, this position is a draw,
I think
but let's see if you can draw it. c4. How do you draw this?
I have to go back. It's just king c6. King d6. King c6. King c7. King b7. King c7. King c8. King d8. Oh shit! Wait. Go back. Go back. Go back. Mm, King c7. Play that. King c8. King c7 again. King c8. King c7. King c8. King 7.
Yeah, correct. So remember this, whenever you're trying to defend this position, you just want to stay behind the pawn all the time. And only when the white king comes forward, you want to step in front of the king and take the opposition.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, all the time you're gonna just step in front of the pawn. Don't go here, don't go there.
Mm-hmm.
That's where many drawn endgames are lost. You just keep shuffling here and there. If the king comes forward, then you go and stop it.
Yeah.
Okay? This
Yeah.
one, white to play. Last. Uh,
We have to catch the pawn. So king d4.
King g5.
f3.
King f4.
King c3.
King g5.
It's gonna take the right. That's a king d4.
King
You could
f4.
never take on f3. I'll just queen the other one. King
Yeah,
takes a4.
right. Correct. Correct. But here,
I'm
here,
familiar with the
here.
concept of the connected pawns. King can't take it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
White to play.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You just have to create that two pawns. So you have to play a4.
Correct. a4 and stops the pawn. None of the pawns can be taken. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
this one. White to play.
Mm-hmm. A or H8 check.
Continue.
Then king C3, king B1, B2. You have to step outside the pawn. I'll go to C2 and then I'll I'll get a rook or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Here, take here, and yeah. This is the only way to win. Yeah, you have to like sacrifice the edge pawn in this kind of a position. Okay, okay, that's it. We'll wrap up now.
Okay.
Okay, and so like the only time you have is this year, 11 o'clock. So not 11 o'clock. What is this? 1:30?
No, man,
Not
I can do
1:30.
earlier too. You
Sorry.
just have to can you wake up that early? Like I'm free starting from like 7 p.m. sometimes as well.
I know 7 p.m. is like I think 5, 4
It's too early
4
for you.
a.m. here. Too early, yeah.
So
Uh
best time you can meet me is usually late at night. That's the best chance of me being able to meet is like after 11 p.m. Any other time,
okay.
it's like uncertain. But usually by
Oh,
this 11 p.m. or so, I'm usually almost always wrapping up with
got it.
classes.
Look, I have like some availability from like I think 1:30 hours ahead, right? So by let's say 9 9 p.m. to
Mhm.
11 p.m. your time, around
Mhm.
that time. But like before and
Okay.
after that is quite challenging. If let's say you have some availability during that time, you can let me know. Or maybe no, in the morning you have a call. You're busy, yeah.
Man, yeah, unfortunately, I mean, there's occasionally here and there I'm free, but it's,
Oh,
work time for me.
right.
But I can
Yeah.
do weekends, man. I've messaged you on the weekends, but seems like you're busy on the weekends.
Yeah, yeah. Weekends are like pretty much same because like Sunday, like weekends are usually taken off, like especially Sunday, and even today is like a weekend only. These are like my off days. I don't work that much here. Uh,
Mhm.
but okay, we'll see. We'll figure something. Okay, or else
I mean,
maybe we can do like
whenever you're free, just message me. It's gotta
yeah,
be mostly by playing by ear. So if I happen to be free, I'll just meet with you right there and then you just have to ping me whenever you have free time.
sure. Okay, okay. That
That's what all my other coaches do. They just message me anytime they're free, and I message them whenever they're free. And whenever we're both free, we just meet throughout the day.
got it.
Because right now it's hard for me to commit to a specific time because I have to prioritize my work and the other classes because I'm in so many
Uh,
certification programs with these things. So sometimes those teachers are running late and they don't give me exact time either because I have to match their schedule. That's why it's hard for me to say
uh,
exactly a time, I can meet with you unless you want to do like after 11. Then, if you say I can meet with you every time, at 11 o'clock or something, then I can probably do that. But any other time before that, it's gonna be like hit or miss, is what I'm saying.
okay, got
It's
it.
kind of hard for me.
Okay,
Okay, man,
no
sounds
problem.
good. So I'll try to meet
Yep.
with you tomorrow then. Let me know if you're free.
Yeah, sure. Okay,
All right,
Rafi.
cool. Thanks. Bye.
Bye bye.
Yep. Bye.